How's it going, Fleetwood? Today is Friday, January 26th, 2024, and it's a day 5. We're kicking things off with a quick reminder to all first semester psychology and American government students. Please return your textbooks to Mr. Weiss by the end of the week.
Students interested in the Reading Hospital internship for next year should apply online. For more information, stop in room 1.
The middle school held a cultural celebration on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which gave some students enlightenment on different cultures from around the world. Sydney stopped in to show us more.
On Monday, January 15th, the middle school held a Martin Luther King-inspired cultural celebration recognizing different cultures in the Fleetwood community. There were speech readings in addition to poetry presentations in the auditorium, and the middle school STEP team even made an appearance.
And so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
2 rooms were reserved for cultural exploration sessions. One room was the library, which had a myriad of books brought by Fleetwood's book club, not just about Black culture, but also about Native Americans, mental illness, escapism, and LGBTQ pride. In the second room, presenters from Kutztown's African Students Association shared information about Zimbabwe and Ghana and customs common in African countries. We got a chance to sit down and talk to them after their presentation, and they shared with us why it is important to educate people on cultures they may not be familiar with.
If a student from Africa and you're teaching that student and like the person is trying to explain something, maybe the person is to take something to you and the person, that thing is in his left hand. He can't use his left hand to give that thing to you. I hope you understand. Because
It was a very informative experience, and if you did not go this year, you should definitely consider attending next year if they hold it. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Sydney Guida.
Thank you, Sydney. I'm sure that was an incredible learning experience, and those interested should attend next year.
The Drama Club is hard at work rehearsing for this year's musical, Fiddler on the Roof. They are currently collecting patrons and ads to support the cost it takes to make the musical the best it can be. Please contact Mrs. Althouse if you, a club, or someone else is interested in sponsoring. The deadline is February 8th.
The ASVAB test is being offered on Wednesday, February 28th, free of charge for juniors and seniors. There are a few spots open for any students who are interested in taking the test. Please see your school counselor to sign up or for more information. First come, first serve.
Let's open up a new chapter this week by taking a look into the book club. Here's Veronica with more.
The Fleetwood High School Book Club members are given a month to read, analyze, and understand a new book. It gives students an opportunity to read novels they have never heard of before or they usually wouldn't read in their own time. Each story comes with a set of discussion questions so the book lovers can come together and share their thoughts on the different aspects of the book. This can lead to debates and very in-depth conversations between the members while eating snacks. The current book they are reading is The Secret History, written by Donna Tartt. It follows a group of students in a liberal arts college during the late 19th century who slowly lose their sense of morality in this psychological thriller novel. Mrs. Wilkinson is the advisor of this club.
My favorite part of being in book club, well, there's probably 2. One, as a teacher, I realized pretty early on that it was hard to read for pleasure during the school year, and this kind of forces me to read for pleasure. So that's definitely one of the things that I like most about running book club is that, you know, it makes me sit down and read a book for fun.
Haley Olivieri and Sarah Ann Herbonic are the co-presidents.
My favorite book of all times, and it's going to be at our January meeting. It's called A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. It is heartwarming, heartbreaking, everything in between. It's really amazing.
The next book for December will be Broken Things by Lauren Oliver. If you would like to widen your reading horizon and read books you haven't before, come join book club. This is Veronica Tucci, reporting for Tiger TV.
If you love to read and talk about it with your peers, check out the book club.
Fleetwood Illustrated is a new club built around creating a platform for people to view sports information easily and for students to practice their journalism skills. Students who are passionate about Fleetwood sports should check out the club at the next meeting, Thursday, February 1st.
The Relay for Life Club is running their annual Match-Up fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. Please fill out the free questionnaire using the link in your grade's Google Classroom or the QR codes in the hallways and cafeteria. If you'd like to purchase your results, you will be able to do so in February. See Mr. Binyak if you have any questions.
Now it's time for sports. Let's toss it over to Brody to see what's happening in the world of athletics.
Thanks, Teddy. This week in sports, there isn't much. Joel Embiid had 70 points on the same day Kobe had 81 in 2006. The same night Cat had 62 on a loss to the Hornets. Hunter Sabota signed to William & Mary for football. Now we're going to Danny, who filmed it.
On December 20th, 2023, our very own offensive tackle, Hunter Sabota, signed a letter of intent to continue his football career at Division I William & Mary, where he would be playing college football with his brother Joey Sabota. Hunter Sabota, what made you want to sign for William & Mary?
The campus is great. The coach is even better. Playing with my brother, too, that's just something that I've always looked forward to in high school, and now I can do it for another 2 or 3 years in college. And then after he leaves, I can follow his footsteps and just be that leader for him.
What got you into football?
It's my dad. He taught me all the ins and outs of the game when I was like 3 or 4. Ever since then, I just wanted to play football.
What are you looking most to the future with William & Mary?
The opportunity to play ball for another 4 or 5 years. That's just what I've been looking forward to since I've got the offer. So.
William & Mary play on a Coastal Athletic Conference along with Villanova. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Daniel Orozco.
Next, we're going to Teddy and James for the NFL Round 3 preview.
All right, welcome back, everybody,
Welcome.
to our football preview for this next weekend. And we're also going over last week's games.
Last week's games, they were, some would say disappointing,
Some would say disappointing.
and then others would be just down to the neck, like the Chiefs and Bills game, man,
And the Packers.
the
and
Packers and
49ers,
49ers, just absolute to the neck games. So I guess we'll start off with the Ravens versus the Texans.
All right.
What are your thoughts?
I think Lamar in the beginning had me worried because we tied at halftime. I was like, this isn't looking good. It might be a repeat of 2019. Having a first round bye and then having the first seed and then just losing right away. But glad that didn't happen, and we actually held them to a field goal on offense. So
Yeah.
I think overall our performance was really good, and I just want to see what they can do against the Chiefs next week and hopefully throw off Patrick Mahomes.
They're all Patrick Mahomes. This is what you expect from them, 1 seed.
I know, yeah.
Holding them, at halftime it was, tied 10-10.
Mhm.
And then, the Ravens just took off.
Yeah.
They didn't allow a single point in by the Texans after that. Next with the Chiefs versus
Chiefs
the Bills.
and Bills. I think it's disappointing. Tyler Bass missed the field goal. It's all too common in Buffalo that they
It is all too
miss
common in
a
Buffalo.
field goal.
In playoff games or just in general.
Yeah.
You think you have one job, right?
Yeah.
You have one job,
Yes.
and all you have to do is kick. You don't have to catch, don't have to throw.
To be fair, Josh Allen did throw it into the end zone when he could have thrown for
There
first
was
down.
one. Oh, listen, some say it was a Hail Mary. He was praying to God. Yeah, that one chucked the end zone. That was just absolutely abysmal. That was difficult to watch. The
Yeah.
Bills versus the Chiefs.
I hate to say it, but you just can't count the Chiefs out.
You can't.
Sadly.
You can't count them out. They've been here. They've done this before. They know what they're doing. The Ravens versus
Ravens
the
and
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Sunday at 3.
Sunday at 3. We're leaving it up to Captain Lamarca to save the world here.
Yeah, really.
Just
I think for all of America, really,
for all
honestly.
of America. I'm not sure a lot of people enjoy Patrick Mahomes or the Chiefs in general. So, anyway, moving on to the Packers versus the 49ers.
Once again, disappointing. Missed the field goal again.
There's a lot of missed field goals.
Yeah.
You're seeing a trend here during the playoff games. A lot of missed field goals. Crucial field goals at that. So, this was a close game. And I know a lot of Packers fans were disappointed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have much to say on this game.
Yeah, it's just sad.
I
just don't know what to say.
It was just, it was a good game to watch, because it was close. Jordan Love couldn't close.
Buccaneers, Lions. Also, sad to see that Baker Mayfield threw an interception at the end.
True.
But the Lions are a good team.
The Lions are
so
a good team.
I'm glad to see them move on.
I think I speak for most people here when I say we want a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
get to that.
I think...
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that soon.
Yeah, we will.
but the Lions took this one. The Buccaneers. I mean, the Bucs chose not to use their final timeout after Jared Goff kneeled too early, which would have forced the Lions to attempt a 48-yard field goal with a miss. So the Bucs they would have gotten the ball near midfield with 30-plus seconds left, down with one score. Like, it would be a one-score difference. But Todd Bowles didn't even bother trying to win.
I did see that.
He just did not bother. And in his interview, Todd Bowles he said that there just wasn't going to be any chance. So he just gave up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he had the chance, he just gave up the win, which, wow.
I know, right? Like
that is not
you would
something
think the
you
playoff
want.
mentality would be like, play up until the end.
Exactly.
But they didn't really play
especially if you see, like, Jared Goff kneeling too early, that's like, that's your chance. That's your time to shine.
Yeah.
But I guess he just didn't take the chance. He didn't take the chance for his Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He didn't take the chance.
He didn't take the chance.
He could have been. I mean, I'm not sure they would have won to the 49ers, but
yeah, they would have had a shot at least.
They would have had a shot. But the Lions move on, which I'm personally super happy
I know,
about.
yeah. I really hope they beat.
I would love to see the Lions win, go to the Super Bowl, beat the 49ers. Got to be a really close game though. 49ers versus the Lions.
Yeah.
If I had to say, I'd say the 49ers would win that game.
Sadly, yeah, I'd say that too.
They've just been electric this whole season. Like they've been on the dot. And Ravens versus Chiefs could go
that's going to
way.
be a really close game.
That could go either way, and I think that's the game that most people are going to be looking at this coming week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure. The winner of those two games will go to the Super Bowl. So,
I think
people always say the logo color theory.
Oh yeah.
So people are thinking it's the Ravens 49ers, which could be true, because that's a very, very good prediction actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to say who I want. Ravens Lions. I mean, we already went over this. I want Ravens Lions Super Bowl. I think that would be I think it would be super, super different. I think it would be nice to have teams, up there that haven't really been there in a while to take the Super Bowl. But I really just don't want to see Patrick Mahomes in another Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't either.
I really don't. And if I do, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. It's not happening.
I know.
And I think a lot of people don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again. You're going to want to see these games. These are going to be some pretty good games. And it's deciding who's going to the Super Bowl, which...
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's very big. It's the biggest thing.
I know.
It's crazy. So if you're interested to see those games, we'll be back with our overview of these games and maybe some Super Bowl information. But for now, that's all we got. So we'll see you after what?
After this week. Next week.
We'll see you after this week. See you next week.
That's it for sports.
It's time for our weekly segments. Here's Miss Diodata with our beloved Random Ramblings.
What dumb accomplishment are you most proud of? I like to play video games in my free time. When it's cold out, I play a lot more video games. When it's nice out, I go outside, but I like to play video games. So a dumb accomplishment that I'm proud of, I've been doing pretty well in the video games I've been playing. I play this one video game called Valorant, and I finally got up to Silver 2. I feel like that's a pretty good accomplishment.
Thank you for that, Miss Diodata. We can't wait to see what topic you want to bless our ears with next week.
The Weekly Catch is finally back this week. Let's see what Danny has reeled in for us this time.
Glassfish. They originate from South Asia, and their native habitat are areas from Pakistan to Malaysia. Their most outstanding feature is that they're transparent, showing their organs and bones, hence their name. These stunning fish have a shy, peaceful temperament and need to be kept with tank mates of similar size and nature. They are schooling fish, which means they need to move with a group. The glassfish are rather small, but their appetite isn't because with their diet, they like to feast upon worms, shellfish, maggots, and crustaceans. Thank you for tuning in with the Weekly Catch. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Daniel Roscoe.
It looks like that's it for Tiger TV News this Friday, January 26th.
We'll see you next week with some more on the happenings around the school.